Correct.
Well, good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone this morning, and I want to begin. They asked to go first, and that's with the Red Cross this morning. Karen Jantzi and Carl Berger are here to announce the details of their the Red Cross Mardi Gras event, which is coming up. Why don't you come up and share the good news.
Well, thank you, Mayor Berger. As you already know, this winter has been challenging, and it's not over yet. And I did some statistics. In 2013, the West Central Ohio chapter of the Red Cross helped 63 disaster cases for a total of 186 clients. And money-wise, it was $30,940. We also assisted with service to the Armed Forces casework. We had 77 cases in 2013, and that's in our 7-county area. And we had 130 blood drives. Why do I say all this? Because that's why we do fundraisers. That's why we do Mardi Gras, is because of the need to raise money to support what we do for the Red Cross. And so we have our annual Mardi Gras event coming up Saturday, February 22nd at Memorial Hall. The band, the menus will be on stage, and it's just a good time, that time of the winter. I think it's a good time to get out and celebrate and have some fun. So appreciate any sponsorship, or if you want to buy tickets, just give us a call. Carl?
Thanks. I'm here substituting for Dave Collins. I got about 10 minutes notice. I was told I was going to talk about what these services were. I think Karen has already pretty much covered that, but many of you don't realize that one of the main things that the Red Cross does is responds to single-family fires. That's kind of our major disaster thing in this area. Hopefully we don't have anything larger than that, but believe me, for those people that are served by that, that makes a big difference. And in many cases, the disaster team is at the scene of a fire within minutes of the fire department. So people are outside in their pajamas or their underwear or whatever. They get them blankets and they find them a place to stay and get food to them. So as Karen said, these fundraisers are very important to the mission of the Red Cross, and we should think about that when we support this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, I want everybody to know that Carl is my brother by another mother.
I'm actually the nightmare.
It's very seldom you run across, at least in this area, Berger spelled with an E rather than a U, but Carl and I both have our names spelled that way. And he's always introducing me as his little brother. So, but I really do want to emphasize, certainly in our community, the Red Cross has a track record of response to local need that is truly terrific. And the opportunity to both have fun and raise money is something I think that they have really stepped up to each year with this event, and also with their diversity event that they have each year as well. So we want to encourage people to participate and support the Red Cross, both monetarily and as volunteers. I didn't realize 130 blood drives. That's a terrific number as well. Obviously, the whole idea of gathering blood donations is an important part of how we keep our community also whole and healthy. So lots of ways in which Red Cross is part and parcel of our community, and we need to support them. We also this morning have other guests here for what I think is going to shape up to be a really terrific opportunity for our community. And I want to invite Rick Stolley and Howard Elstro up to talk about a new initiative in partnership with a whole host of people and organizations, and most particularly with American Electric Power, who also have representatives here. So, Howard?
Yes. Thank you, Mayor. Late last year, we received an invitation from American Electric Power, AEP, to something called a Community Energy Challenge. Not knowing what it was about, the city, the county, the chamber, members of AEDG all responded with interest. We gathered, we listened to the presentation, and reached a consensus as to what the scope of the program should be and the various supporting partners should be. The offering from AEP was to create a pilot program that would be a community energy challenge. The challenge was to involve the City of Lima residents and business owners to save energy. The incentives are as follows. For the businesses and the residents, they will have true savings, bottom line savings each month from their bills, their energy bills. And there is also from AEP an Energy Savings Award, a significant grant earmarked for an energy efficient improvement. Lima, along with Newark, Louisville, have been selected as pilot projects. We're excited to partner with AEP Ohio on Lima Energy Savers and help our residents and businesses become more energy efficient. In addition, we look forward to the opportunity to improve the lighting quality and efficiency at Simmons Field for locos and their fans. I want to introduce to you our partners at this time, and then Rick Stolley will give you more details about this program. If you would, all come up. We have as partners who have made a deliberate decision to work with us, the Chamber of Commerce, Jed Metzger, the County Commissioners, which worked with us in the early stages of coming to a decision to engage in this program, Jay Beggs and Corey Noonan, who could not be here today, AEDG, Jeff Sprague, who could not be here today, and of course representatives from the City of Lima, myself, and Rick Stolley. From the AEP family, we have Sherry Hubbard, Rocco Saccato, Randy Payne, and did I name everybody? I did cover everybody that's here. Joe Roca. So at this point, what I want to do is turn it over to our head of Parks, Recreation, Forestry, Mr. Rick Stolley, to talk about the specifics of this program. Rick?
Thanks, Howard, and certainly thanks to AEP and the partners that are here today to help make a difference in Lima and for the opportunity to help move us forward. What's the program? What's the process? Actually, it's pretty simple. Residents and businesses who engage, as Mr. Elstro said, in these programs that AEP is offering will have the opportunity to reduce not only the energy costs or the energy that they're consuming, but also the cost of that energy. Each time a resident or a business engages in one of the programs, the city will take one step closer to our goal. And what is that goal? The goal right now that we've all agreed upon is getting 750 residents involved as participants in one or more of the programs that are being offered. What is the expectation? The expectation is that we will reach 100% of that goal. The clock is running. We have until June 30th to complete this effort, and we look forward to getting the community involved and behind everything that the program has to offer. When we reach the goal, the city will use the AEP incentive dollars to help complete the energy efficient lighting program upgrades that we're planning on over at Simmons Field. So, basically what it is, AEP has set up a series of programs for us to get out and engage the community in. It's a win-win all the way around. We look forward to the opportunity to invite and involve the community in this process, and we look forward to making Lima a little more efficient all the way around. Also like to thank folks of our representatives from the Lima Locos, General Manager Steve Meyer here today to get in. Locals are going to be a part of this process. They've committed everything that they have to help to invite and involve the community in the process. So this time I'd like to ask Randy Payne to come forward, and then he's going to share some of the things that what got the program started. So thank you, Randy.
Good morning. I'm Randy Payne with American Electric Power, Community Affairs Manager, and I cover Northwest Ohio. And with me today, we have Sherry Hubbard, who is our Research and Development Coordinator for our energy efficiency programs, and Joe Rocca is our Customer Service Representative who actually handles the City of Lima's accounts. I've been asked some questions about, you heard Howard mention some of the other communities, and they said, why Lima? Why did we pick Lima? Well, for me, that's an easy answer. City of Lima and Allen County has actually got the most number of energy consumers in our service territory. But one of the key factors in picking and promoting Lima was the City of Lima, along with Mayor Berger, for a number of years have actually been key leaders, and I'll use the term actually champions, on energy efficiency programs. They've already reached out on their own and have performed energy efficiency programs to help save the community here some dollars, such as their traffic and street lights are already installing LEDs. So with that, it was an easy choice for me. They've already more or less led the pack for us, or the programs for us. And this was a great opportunity to see all these organizations come together and pick something that we think is going to benefit the entire City of Lima and Allen County both. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Sherry, and she's going to talk more in depth about the programs.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you, Mayor Berger, Mr. Elstro, Mr. Stolle, and the rest of the community team that you see in front of you for taking on this challenge. I have every confidence in the success of Lima, partly because it's such an exciting project that the community has come together to promote. Randy was talking about the efficiency efforts and the leadership of the City of Lima. There are lots of benefits to efficiency. Since AEP Ohio has been running these programs in 2009, customers have saved $1 billion in energy costs across the 60 plus counties that we serve. We've reduced carbon dioxide. They've reduced carbon dioxide emissions by about 1.5 million tons. And over 100 sustainable green jobs have been created throughout the service territory through efficiency programs. So like Lima, recognizing the benefits of efficiency, it's great that this program is going to promote participation in efficiency projects for residents and businesses to have those benefits for themselves. So what I'm going to talk about briefly are the programs and show you some of the materials that every time a resident or business in the city proper participate, a participation point goes towards the Lima goal of achieving the 750 additional. So you'll start seeing material like this with the Neighbors Let's Save. And the reason for that is that we believe that peer-to-peer, family-to-family, neighbor-to-neighbor communications is the most powerful, effective way to get this good message about efficiency out there. The programs that customers can participate, I'll start with at your home first. It can be as simple as the appliance recycling program, where you call and schedule an appointment and have that second refrigerator or freezer that many of us have had in our basement or garages. We only use them part of the year. You can get them picked up for free. You get all that free space cleared out in the garage or basement that you can, reorganize some of the other stuff that you wanted to for years. You start saving about $150 a year on operating costs because those old refrigerators and freezers are really inefficient. And the customer gets a $50 rebate check from AEP Ohio for recycling that. And that refrigerator goes, it gets recycled. There's only about a stack of gasket material, not as big as this podium, that's left. Everything else is recycled, either to energy or to other uses. So that's a great first start. Another one is our in-home program. 3 ways that customers can participate, and any one of those 3 ways counts as a participation point toward reaching the Locos and Simmons Field goal. One would be an online checkup. They just go from their home or wherever, get on a computer, register themselves, and describe the energy consuming features of their home. We run analysis in the background. that says, here's how much you're probably using for heating, cooling, lighting, here's some recommendations that you could improve, and if the customer checks off a box, they'll receive compact fluorescents to be sent to their home, all for free. Easy way to get in, free point for Lima. The second way in the in-home program is the assessment. Any customer can, it's a $25 fee, it's a 1-hour walkthrough. The assessor's answering kind of the same questions. What's the insulation like? What's the lighting like? And they then give a free and prioritized list of recommendations that a homeowner or a resident can do. And then that customer is eligible for rebates from AEP Ohio. Plus, there are lighting measures installed while the assessor is in the home. And then the third piece of that in-home program is for all electric. If a customer has an all-electric home, for $50, it's a 4-hour audit, which is comprehensive with blower door tests and infrared tests to see how well the home is sealed, to see if there's air leaking out or in, to see if there's heat coming in the summer or heat being transferred through the walls in the winter. Again, a list of rebates, again, and improvements. Again, energy-efficient devices are installed for free right while the auditor is there. And those measures would also include some water efficiency measures in an all-electric home. So on the residential side, the other way is through the appliance rebate program. So if a customer is going to go buy a dehumidifier, a refrigerator, a freezer, a clothes washer, a television set, a heat pump water heater, or a high-efficiency water heater, they can get a rebate for any one of those items simply by mailing in a rebate form. Each one of those counts as a participation point if they're buying an Energy Star most efficient appliance. And those can save anywhere from 20 to 30% on energy, and in the case of clothes washers, they save on water as well. So that's all the ways that a resident can get involved. And on the business side, just 2 programs, one designed for small customers, and by small we mean as in they use 200,000 kilowatt hours or less. It doesn't mean the number of employees or revenues. It's just how much electricity they use. They can sign up for a free survey of their facility to identify energy-saving improvements. And then the next step, if they choose to do those improvements, we rebate up to 50 to 80% of that cost. And then the final one is any business can start a lighting project or a heating efficiency project if it's electric heat, or cooling project. We have a lot of measures that we provide rebates for, and those projects count as participants. So that's all the ways that residents and business can participate in this Energy Savers program. You'll see more about it, and this is the look of the materials that are beginning to be distributed. And now I'd like to turn it back over.
Okay, thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. One of the things we want to, again, inform people of, we will have a website for this, and that is at www.energysavers2014.com. And there'll be a link on our recreation page. You go through the city's website, either to Public Works or to Recreation, log on. We've asked the locos to put that on there, their website, and our partners, so that you can go on, read more, understand more about what all is involved there with the programs. So those are the programs. They're all designed to, again, assist the consumer in saving energy and saving dollars. To sum it up, basically, I put the 3 I's in effect here. You've been invited, you've been informed, and now we want you to get involved in this process. It will make a difference. It'll make a difference all the way around. Lima has always been a great baseball town, a very successful baseball town. So to use the baseball vernacular, join me. I mean, it's a beautiful day, 77 degrees out, the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. The park is full. We're ready to play baseball. Bases are loaded, nobody out, and it's your turn to step to the plate. We need a base hit. We need a base hit from the Lima community that I think will actually carry us home towards our goal. So, again, thank you. Anything else that we want to include with that process? Steve, you want to?
Yeah. Every time I come to this building, it's always good news. We're thanking somebody or accepting some award. So the LIG has always talked about Lima fans and the Lima community. All the teams from all over love to come to Lima. And with this new program, with the lights and just the renovations that's going to happen, it's just going to be great for the league and great for the community. So I was going to use a baseball analogy, but I think Rick covered it great. So a big thank you from our entire Lima Locos board for everything that the community and the folks behind me are working on. So thanks.
Very good. Thank you all. Anybody else? All right. Commissioner? All right. Very good. Thank you. Well, we have just about 3 months to get this done. We want to, really want to have some urgency about it and make sure that we're in front of the community frequently, asking people to check in, and based upon what Sherry outlined, it's easy, it's painless, it's the kind of thing that ultimately comes back to you over and over again. You know, the savings that you install when you redo your lights goes on forever. And the opportunity to live more comfortably in your home or actually do business more effectively also is a long-term opportunity that once you've done it, you take it for granted. You don't have to think about it again. So we want to encourage people to participate, and it has the added benefit for us that it really will improve Simmons Field in a way that makes our opportunities with the Lima Locos more competitive, and we appreciate that. Also, this morning, we have Dorothy Lovell Jones here, and Dorothy, if you'll come up. Dorothy has been the organizer for I don't know, half a dozen years of a special event here in our community called the Dr. Martin Luther King Oratorical Contest. And she's passionate about this enterprise that she stimulates, organizes, carries out in our community with other volunteers. But that has also led to a really, I think, exciting opportunity for Dorothy, and also really a commendation for our community, and that is that Dorothy was recently appointed as a commissioner of the Ohio Dr. Martin Luther King Commission, which means that she will now be a part of planning a variety of events for the state of Ohio, communities throughout the state, as we commemorate the memory and legacy of Dr. King. So I wanted to invite Dorothy to come up and talk about her oratorical contest, but also about her new role with the commission. Dorothy.
Good morning to Mayor Berger. Thank you for this opportunity. I wrote a whole bunch of things to share with you, but I think, Mayor, you did a pretty good job in taking care of that for me. But really, I just want to thank God for this opportunity to share. I am the founder of I Am Making a Difference Incorporated, which do present the Dr. Martin Luther King Oratorical Contest. That contest is coming up this coming February 8th. It's a Saturday, 1 o'clock. We made it later in the day so everyone can sleep in, and then come out and enjoy some young people from 4th grade clear up to seniors in high school. A couple of them getting ready to graduate. This is a big deal for us. As a matter of fact, that every time we have a student graduate, our President of the United States sends something to our students to let them know how much he appreciates them. And I hope to carry this on even into the future with other presidents and our young people, because it is such a big deal. We are making a difference in our community, and it is an honor for me to be able to represent Lima, Ohio, a city that I love, a mayor that I love, and the people here in our community that I love at the state level, with doing the Dr. Martin Luther King Oratorical Contest. I have been involved since 2005. We've been here doing the contest for 6 years now. This is our 6th year. We do have fundraising activities that we do. We do need donations from our public. But more importantly, being able to speak on behalf of those who need a voice and letting our young people do the speaking for us is one of the biggest things that I could ever be excited about. I do have a passion to move Dr. Martin Luther King's vision forward, and as a matter of fact, on February the 8th, you're going to get to hear from me this year. I usually bring in a guest, but this year, God put it on my heart to speak, and so I will be the keynote speaker this year along with about 8 young people who have something to say from their dreams or from we have someone doing something called the Bones. Now, if you want to know what the Bones are, you have to come out and check it out. It's really neat. So I just want to share with you all that I will be representing Lima at the state level with the Holiday King Commission. We will be doing some initiatives for the whole year to commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday the following January. It's always a Thursday before his birth, before the actual Dr. King's holiday, and it's going to be around January 16th. It was this year, so that's the 3rd Thursday in January. So I would like for all of you all to come out in February 8th, to the Oratorical Contest that we will present and enjoy that day as well. Thank you very much, Mayor, and I really appreciate this time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good. It's actually a very moving experience to watch these kids actually perform. They are in training throughout the year, and then this is kind of the highlight of that, and then they go on to regional and state competitions as well. So it's a great effort that, and I've watched a number of these kids grow up over the last half a dozen years and go on to really terrific college careers as well. So we want to encourage people to turn out and take advantage of the work that that the organization and these students are engaged in. Lastly, this morning, Howard Elstro is going to come back up and talk about a funding opportunity that he is managing for Clean Ohio money for the region.
Thank you, Mayor. District 13 Natural Resource Assistance Council announces that the application period is now open for Round 8B of the Clean Ohio Green Space Conservation Fund. Approximately $700,000 is available to local communities and nonprofit organizations to preserve natural area, protect streams, and create outdoor recreation opportunities. Applications for the green space improvements under the Clean Ohio Round 8B program will be accepted between now and April 24th. And if you're wondering, the District 13 is comprised of Allen, Auglaize, Hancock, Logan, Mercer, Putnam County, Shelby, and Van Wert counties. If you'd like an application or to review any of the methodology scoring criteria, that can be found online by going to the Ohio Public Works Commission. You'll find an earmark there for green space funds, Clean Ohio Green Space Conservation Funds, and all the information is there online. Thank you.
I believe that's all that we have for today, so I want to thank everyone for being here, and we'll break down for interviews. And I said I wouldn't comment on Jed not wearing a tie, but I couldn't resist. Thanks, everybody.